Happy tomorrow, folks. Now, when some people want to start making videos, the first thing that they're going to do is look for a camera. But looking for like a HD camera or even a UHD camera, that could cost you a pretty penny. So the best alternative would be to use your smartphone. But the smartphone on its own really isn't all that great, doesn't really deliver impressive results. But thanks to a company called Flashoot, they have a kit specifically for your smartphone called the Vlog Pro Kit. Let's take a look at this, shall we? So to open the box, all you have to do is just feed your finger right in between this little hole and the flap, and then just pull upward. It's a little bit of a struggle, but that's how you know it's secure. And then, there it is. So then now you can just grab hold of the plastic piece and pull it right out. And there you go. Now it's out of the box. So right off the bat, you can already see there are a ton of accessories here. A lot. So I think we'll go ahead and start with this one right here. And the first thing that we have is a wind filter, a very strong wind filter. It's not like the little foam ones that attach to shotgun microphones. We have a phone clip, so it looks like that this thing's actually even adjustable, so it can fit pretty big smartphones. So it looks like that we also have a few cables in the box. So we have a charging cable. We have a phone cable, so that's for you to connect it to your phone. And we also have a camera cable? Okay, so I guess this thing's compatible with DSLR cameras, so that's pretty cool. Although not sure why they would call it a kit for your smartphone if it also works for your camera. That's a little bit confusing. And then lastly, we have a warranty card as well as a user guide, which I will read that off camera. Alright, now the reason why I went with that one first is because now this box right here is the main components. So we've got a microphone, which is a pretty small microphone, so it's pretty cute. We have a little, I believe that this is like a desk tripod, so you could attach the phone clip to this and then do like little desk shots. You can get those really creative shots. And then lastly, we have probably the most important piece, lights. So in terms of accessories, it offers a lot here. Like you don't feel cheated at all with all this. All right, so that does it for all the contents. Let's go ahead and get into a test with this. Right, so I was going to go ahead and start with the test, but the one problem that I ran into was this. This cable is not compatible with newer smartphones. Like I have an iPhone and I don't have that old headphone jack feature. I've only got the lightning connector. So yeah, I can't plug this directly into my phone. However, luckily for me, I did manage to pick up an adapter not too long ago. So I'm not at a total loss here. So before I got into the test, I want to show you something really cool. So this light here actually has 3 hot shoe slots all along it. So this microphone, since you can attach the cold shoe adapter to it, you can pretty much put it anywhere that you're comfortable with, except on the corner. Now the microphone, you have the cold shoe, you can literally just press it on the clip and there you go. All right, one last thing. The heads of the cable are actually color coordinated, so the black one you plug into the microphone, the gray one you plug into your phone or your adapter depending on which kind of phone you have. All right, here we go. This is the Flash Zoom smartphone video kit test. Now, while this thing is pretty cool so far, the unfortunate thing is this is not a gimbal. So this is still gonna have a little bit of shaky footage unless you get a phone that has image stabilization. But I don't think a lot of phones have that. But in terms of quality, I still think it sounds pretty good. Like it's a really tiny microphone and it works really well. And the light is pretty good too. I mean, granted, I still got my other light pointing at me, but other than that, it still shines really, really bright. So performance-wise, this is actually pretty nice, but there are a few problems about it that I need to address. One of the main problems I have is that it's still pretty heavy, and while you're holding something heavy, your hand does tend to shake a little bit more, which will be picked up by your phone and doesn't really deliver the best in video performance. Another thing, I wish companies would make cables that fit modern smartphones. Now, yes, I do know that most smartphones have different charging ports, but if they're still willing to give you a cable, I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be too much of a hassle to make multiple cables to fit different phones, or even an adapter to come with it. Another thing that I had to talk about is the box. So now I'm not upset about like the dimensions or anything. I'm a little bit upset with the display because like here, if I bring this close to you, if you see that, this is basically depicting a modern smartphone. I think this is actually depicting the newest smartphone. If you look at the side, you can actually see that the smartphone design that they have here does not include the headphone jack. To me, that's to imply that this does work with it, but it doesn't. You got to get an adapter for it. Another one that I want to talk about is the microphone. So when I did the test, the microphone sounded really good, but the problem was it's at a fixed gain. There is no option to turn it down. So if it was a little bit too loud, you'd have to reduce it in post-processing. It's not the most tedious thing ever, but most people want to avoid a lot of post-processing work. But I guess over time you could get used to carrying it, so you probably wouldn't shake all that much. And additionally, if you can pick up an adapter, they're really only like 10 bucks, then looking past all that, this isn't a bad kit. The best part is that because you have a light and it's basically aiming at your source the entire time, depending if you're doing self-vlogs or not, you reduce the grain in your footage. And that's probably the most important factor when it comes to making videos. So what are my final thoughts on this product? Well, I like it. Now, here's the thing though. Because I own a high definition camera now, I don't know how often I will use this. But another thing is though, when I started making videos that were basically gaming videos, or if I was actually doing a vlog, I only had my smartphone. I wish I had something like this because I get a shotgun microphone, I get a light, I get what I need to start making videos. I wish I had this. Because honestly, I'll bet that if I had this now, I probably wouldn't have HD cameras. I'd just be having my smartphone. So if you're looking to be a vlogger, but all you have is your smartphone, you are set with this. It may have some issues, but then again, every product has its issues. Well, that does it for this review on the Flashoot smartphone vlogging kit. I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, why not leave a like on this video? Go ahead and leave a comment letting me know that if this is a product you consider buying, or maybe if it's one you already have. I'm curious to know your thoughts. But don't stop there. Hit that subscribe button because I'll have more reviews coming shortly, so don't you worry. Or worry, depending on if you like these videos or not. Like, comment, subscribe, all that, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good yesterday.